Welcome to my channel, SoLuxurious. In this video, I will be presenting to you a new topic about luxury. But before I proceed, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so you will be updated on my next video. Top 20 Most Expensive Cars in the World 2022. Number 20. Aston Martin Valkyrie. Price, $3.2 million. The upcoming Aston Martin hybrid hypercar hasn't even hit the market yet, but already the $3.2 million Valkyrie has sold out. For what it's worth, Aston Martin hasn't officially released pricing. Estimates suggest the hypercar could go for anywhere between $2.60 and $3.9 million, but $3.2 million seems to be the magic number. Whatever the case, this machine is impressive. Its Cosworth-sourced 6.5-liter V12 produces 1,160 horsepower, 865 kilowatts, and 664 pound-feet, 900 newton-meters, of torque, meaning its top speed should be well over 200 miles per hour, 321 kilometers per hour. The company will build just 150 examples of the standard Valkyrie, with a limited 25-run Armor model arriving later. Number 19. W Motors LYKAN HYPERSPORT. Price, $3.4 million. Dubai-based W Motors shocked the world with its edgy LYKAN HYPERSPORT supercar in 2013. With titanium LED headlights housing 420 15-carat diamonds and a holographic display in the center console, it's no surprise it was the third most expensive car ever when new. It falls to number 6 on our list here, but it's still a wild hypercar with a powerful heart. The twin-turbocharged 3.7-liter six-cylinder engine underhood produces 780 horsepower, 581 kilowatts, and 708,960 newton-meters of torque. Number 18. McLaren SOLUS. Price, $3.5 million. One seat, 829 horsepower, and a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. The new McLaren SOLUS is about as close as you can get to a Formula One car from the factory, powered by a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 engine with a 0 to 62 mile/hour time of just 2.5 seconds. Estimates suggest a McLaren SOLUS will set you back about $3.5 million. Number 17. Pagani HUAYRA Roadster BC. Price, $3.5 million. Following Pagani's past playbook, a roadster version of the ferocious HUAYRA BC was inevitable. Last year, the company made it official by showing off the HUAYRA Roadster BC, a topless monster with 800 horsepower, 597 kilowatts, and 774 pound-feet of torque, 1049 newton-meters. Somewhat surprisingly, Pagani gave the Roadster 50 more horsepower than its coupe sibling, by cranking up its AMG-sourced twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12. In addition to the joy of hearing the glorious engine note without a roof in the way, owners should take comfort in knowing that their car is ultra-rare. Pagani is limiting production to just 40 units, each with a sticker price of $3.5 million. Number 16. Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. Price, $3.6 million. Another showstopper from the Geneva Motor Show that never was, the Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport is a special edition Chiron with a focus on aerodynamics, weight reduction, and power distribution. It's the same 8.0-liter quad-turbo W16 engine underneath the skin, but it's now mated to a recalibrated automatic gearbox. While the peak output remains unchanged at 1,500 horsepower, 1,103 kilowatts, the RPM redline has been set 200 revolutions per minute higher, up to 6,900 revolutions per minute. The Pure Sport also features slightly revised bodywork, with a bigger rear wing and more aerodynamic front fascia. Beginning production in late 2020, the Bugatti starts at $3.6 million. Number 15. Lamborghini Sian. Price, $3.6 million. In several ways, the Sian represents a bridge to Lamborghini's future. Though it's based on the Aventador SVJ, this wild-looking Lambo is the brand's first production electrified offering. In addition to the SVJ-sourced 6.5-liter V12, the Sian uses a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Total system output is 819 horsepower, 611 kilowatts, which also makes it the most powerful Lamborghini ever. As confirmed by the 63 stuck on either side of the Sian's wing, Lamborghini will produce just 63 units. And each will cost far more than the Aventador SVJ, carrying a price of $3.6 million. Number 14. Koenigsegg CC850. Price, $3.7 million. The Koenigsegg CC850 was a surprise to be sure, but a welcomed one. Borrowing the twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 from the Jesko, it notches that output up to 1,385 horsepower and 1,022 pound-feet of torque, with a so-called TWMPAF-MPC transmission that shifts, pun intended, between manual and automatic functions. Of course, all that performance technology will cost you. The CC850 starts at $3.7 million. Number 13. Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. Price: $3.9 million. Earlier this year, Bugatti captured the collective attention of the automotive world by announcing that it broke the 300 miles per hour barrier with a modified version of the Chiron. The Super Sport 300 Plus is a road-going version of that car, meant to celebrate the occasion. Limited to just 30 units, the Super Sport 300 Plus is a beautiful version of the Chiron, with flowing, slippery bodywork and a sweet stripe motif. Even with 300 in the name, Bugatti is limiting the top speed of each car to just 277 miles per hour. Production starts this year. Number 12. Lamborghini Veneno. Price: $4.5 million. Lamborghini built just 14 examples of the Aventador-based Veneno between 2014 and 2015. Each one cost around $4.5 million, depending on how it was spec'd, and was available in both convertible and coupe configurations. Underhood Lamborghini fitted a more powerful iteration of the Aventador's 6.5-liter V12, now producing 740 horsepower, 552 kilowatts, and 509 pound-feet, 609 newton-meters, of torque, which gave it the ability to sprint to 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, in a blistering 2.9 seconds. To date, it's the most expensive new Lamborghini ever. Number 11. Bugatti Bolide. Price: $4.7 million. Produced in extremely limited numbers atop the body of a Chiron, it's no wonder Bugatti's one of 40 Bolide track car is this pricey. At $4.7 million, the 1,824 horsepower hypercar has more power than the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, and more extreme bodywork that allow it to lap tracks like the Nürburgring in record time, in theory. Bugatti says the Bolide would be able to conquer the ring in record time. Number 10. Bugatti Mistral. Price: $5 million. The Bugatti Mistral sends the iconic W16 engine off in style. With 1,577 horsepower and no roof, the Mistral takes the best bits of the Chiron and borrows elements from the Bolide and DIVO to create a truly unique roadster. Of course, Bugatti plans to build just 99 examples of the Mistral at the cost of around $5 million in the US, and all of them are already accounted for. Number 9. Pagani HUAYRA IMOLA. Price: $5.4 million. Even though the new Utopia marks the next big step for Pagani, the HUAYRA IMOLA packs nearly as much power with a twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12 engine producing 827 horsepower and 811 pound-feet of torque. The HUAYRA IMOLA is estimated to cost around $5.4 million new, which would make it the second most expensive Pagani of all time. Number 8. Bugatti DIVO. Price: $5.8 million. Among Bugatti's recently debuted vehicles, the DIVO is a staff favorite. Though it shares much in common with its cheaper sibling the Chiron, the DIVO has a lot going for it to justify the extra money. By adding lighter wheels, a carbon fiber intercooler and removing some sound deadening, Bugatti made the DIVO 77 pounds lighter than the Chiron. Though power is unchanged from the Chiron's 1,500 ponies, 1,119 kilowatts, the DIVO features a different aerodynamic setup, which makes it 8 seconds quicker around the Nardo test track. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for. Bugatti is making 40 examples of the car, each costing $5.8 million. Number 7. SP Automotive Chaos. Price: $6.4 million. SP Automotive, short for Spyros Panopoulos, is a new name in the world of hypercars, but the brand's 2,000 horsepower, $6.4 million, aptly named Chaos has already made an impact. With a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V10, the base SP Automotive Chaos is one of the most expensive cars on this list, beating out many Lambos and Bugattis, but there's an even pricier version of this car that costs an eye-watering $14.4 million. That version reportedly packs 3,000 horsepower. Number 6. Pagani CODALUNGA. Price: $7.4 million. The long list of pricey new Paganis ends with the CODALUNGA. Inspired by 1960s Italian coachbuilding, the stunning exterior and steampunk-esque interior, while equally stunning, are only part of what makes this Pagani so pricey. Under the hood is a twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12 producing 829 horsepower and 809 pound-feet of torque, paired to a 7-speed sequential transmission for a real race car-like feel. The cost for this one of 5 Pagani is $7.4 million. Number 5. Mercedes-Maybach EXELERO. Price: $8 million. Like many others before it, the Mercedes-Benz Maybach EXELERO is a one-off. Commissioned by Fulda, a German subsidiary of Goodyear, to test its new tires, the EXELERO debuted in 2004. Mercedes built the EXELERO on the bones of a Maybach, and gave it the same twin-turbo V12 engine producing 690 horsepower, 510 kilowatts, and 752 pound-feet, 1,020 newton-meters of torque. Top speed is listed at 218 miles per hour, 350 kilometers per hour, and adjusted for inflation, the EXELERO would cost more than $10 million in today's money. Number 4. Bugatti Centodieci. Price: $9 million. Bugatti debuted the Centodieci at last year's Pebble Beach Car Week, showing off yet another ultra-rare, super expensive model to the world. Limited to just 10 Dieci units, the car is a modern throwback to the Bugatti EB110. At the same time, it's meant to celebrate Bugatti's momentous 110-year anniversary. Its unique styling cues won't make everyone fall in love, but at least you won't have to worry about seeing another one on the road. Carrying a price just shy of $9 million, the Centodieci is one of the most exclusive cars ever made. Number 3. Rolls-Royce SWEPTAIL. Price: $12.8 million. Rolls-Royce, expectedly, takes 2 of the top 3 spots on this list, with the stunning SWEPTAIL one-off from 2017 coming in at number 3. With a monumental price tag of $13 million, it was, at the time of its debut, the most expensive new car ever. It's been outpriced since then, but the 453 horsepower luxury car is still a jaw-dropper. Number 2. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Price: $18 million. With a price tag of $18 million, the one-off Bugatti La Voiture Noire is officially the most expensive new Bugatti ever made. And understandably so. A modern interpretation of Jean Bugatti's personal Type 57 SC Atlantic, the La Voiture Noire uses the same quad-turbocharged 8.0-liter W16 engine as the Chiron, producing 1,479 horsepower. It has 6 exhaust tips, radical new wheels, an aggressive, bespoke fascia, and a gigantic light-up badge in the rear that spells out the name of the brand. Of course, this one-of-one Bugatti already has a home. Number 1. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. Price: $28 million. Rolls-Royce is back in the business of coachbuilding with the gorgeous new Boat Tail. A successor to the stunning SWEPTAIL from 2017, which itself cost a reported $12.8 million, the Boat Tail has a unique two-tone exterior, custom high-end finishes inside, and even a hosting suite, complete with a champagne fridge and built-in sun umbrella. Although Rolls-Royce doesn't officially announce pricing for one-off builds such as this, rumor has it that the Boat Tail cost a whopping $28 million new.